Hi, I'm Justina Schwartz. I'm the business manager here at Schwartz Performance. This is our February 2024 shop update. Let's go take a look and see what we have going on in the shop.
Hey guys, it's Zach from Schwartz Performance. I'm filling in for Jeff this month. I'm the sales manager here, and I'm going to show you these HRE wheels that are on this 1970 Charger. These wheels were first ordered in the incorrect size and supplied by the customer, but we took some measurements and were able to order them in the correct width and back spacing, and we got them test fit up this month and they fit great. So we just have to put tires on them, and then we'll be ready to take this car out on the street. And behind me we have the 1954 wide-bodied Studebaker. We are continuing wiring with it, and the customer was here a couple of weeks ago, and as we were looking over the car we decided the engine compartment was missing something. So we picked up this billet supercharger cover, and this billet cover is pretty cool because the inside is CNC machined and carved out, and all the radiuses in here are actually supposed to add about 30 horsepower. So this will be going on the car. It's going to be painted oxblood red, the same color as the interior and the brake calipers, and then we are going to engrave the Studebaker emblem in both sides. So that should be a pretty nice addition to the engine compartment, along with some billet valve covers. This car still looks pretty similar to how it looked in the last update video, but we continue wiring it every day, and we're routing the body harness, wiring the fuel pumps, window switches, and all of the interior mechanisms. So hopefully next month we can give you guys a startup video. So this 1973 Le Mans just got back from the interior shop, and the interior turned out awesome. We got black carpet throughout the entire thing. Leather wrapped Mercedes seats. They're actually out of an AMG. I think Jeff touched on that a little bit during the last update video. And then we just did a very basic mat for the trunk floor. So we think it turned out awesome. I think the customer is going to be happy, and you should hear how this thing sounds. So we have this Monte Carlo behind me, and when this car came in, the floor pans were full of fiberglass. So we wanted to make sure all that was fixed correctly before the customer got the car back on his Schwartz chassis. We've spent the last week and a half removing the old floor and preparing it for the new floor to get welded in place. So it's really awesome that companies make aftermarket sheet metal for these old cars, but in certain situations they do require a lot of modifications. This is a G-body floor pan here, and it's made to fit a 78 to 88 G-body, and it'll fit Monte Carlo, Cutlass, El Camino. It's designed to fit all of them, and they don't sell one specifically for the car that we're working on. So we're gonna have to massage this one to fit the car as best as it possibly can. It's going to take a lot of extensive modifications in this rear section, but those are just some things that you can expect when you're replacing factory sheet metal with this aftermarket reproduction part. The 1954 Chevy truck got the 4L80 installed in it, and we fabricated the entire exhaust system. Right now we're working on hooking up the shift linkage and routing some of the wiring harness, and then we're going to start wiring the truck. Progress continues on this wide-bodied Monza. We got the front inner wheelhouses completed, and we actually ended up using outer wheelhouses out of a G-body and then put them on the English wheel and worked them a little bit so that way they would clear our tires. And we're just waiting on the machine shop to finish with the engine, and then we can get it to paint and final assembly. As you guys saw in the last updates, we replaced the floor pan, the trunk pan, and smoothed the firewall on this 67 Le Mans. We finally got our new quarters in, so Matt has cut the quarters off of the car, and we're going to address all of the rust that was hiding behind the quarters, and then we're going to get the new quarters welded in place. We also have new rockers on the car on both sides. Those are just held in place loosely right now while we fit the quarter, and then we'll finalize the fitment on those rockers before we completely weld them. We had a few chassis come off the jig tables today. We have this Chevy Tri-5 chassis that's ready to go to powder coat, as well as a Hudson chassis that I'll show you here in a minute. So this is the chassis that we just completed for a customer's 1947 Hudson project. They saw the 1947 Hudson that we built for one of our really good customers, Max, and saw it online and decided that they wanted a chassis to achieve that same stance. So this chassis is really cool because it has windowed cutouts on the inside of the frame rails, and those are for access to the body mounts, but the customer can also run fuel rails through it or battery cables, you know, whatever you want. But that's just a neat feature of this specific chassis. And we offer chassis for a lot of very unique cars. We can build a chassis for just about any car. So if you have a vehicle and you're not sure if a chassis is available, give us a call and we'd be more than happy to help you out. So this is our 79 Corvette project, and we've been working with a rendering artist on a couple of different designs, and we can't really figure out which one we like the best. So they're up on the screen, and just shoot down in the comments which one you like, either number 1 or number 2. I kind of lean more towards number 1, but a couple other people are leaning the other way. So let us know your thoughts, and we'll take it into consideration, because you guys are going to be the ones watching it rip around a track. Well, that's all we have for this month. Thanks for following along. Make sure to like and subscribe, and give us a follow on Instagram and Facebook. I'll see you guys next month.